Stalking is a terrifying experience. It can make you feel unsafe and vulnerable. Stalkers often use subtle tactics to control and intimidate their victims. One of the most powerful weapons in their arsenal is nonverbal communication. Understanding these silent signals can be crucial for both victims and law enforcement. We often focus on what people say, but their bodies tell a different story. Nonverbal cues like facial expressions, gestures, and posture can reveal a lot about someone's true feelings and intentions. Recognizing these cues can be life-saving in stalking situations. Stalkers often try to hide their true motives. They may appear charming or harmless on the surface, but their nonverbal behavior can betray their underlying anger, obsession, or desire for control. By learning to decode these silent signals, we can better protect ourselves and others from the devastating impact of stalking. The study of nonverbal communication has come a long way. Two names stand out as pioneers in this field: Mehrabian and Birdwhistell. Their work laid the foundation for understanding how we communicate without words. Mehrabian is known for his research on communication of feelings and attitudes. He showed that our words, tone of voice, and body language all play a role in how we convey emotions. His famous 7-38-55 rule suggests that only 7% of our communication is verbal, while 38% comes from our tone of voice, and a whopping 55% from our body language. Birdwhistell, on the other hand, focused on the study of body movements and gestures, which he called Kinesics. He believed that body language is a learned behavior influenced by our culture and upbringing. These early researchers taught us that our bodies are constantly sending out signals, even when we're not aware of it. Imagine someone telling you they're fine while their face is contorted in anger. Their words say one thing, but their body language screams something completely different. This mismatch between verbal and nonverbal communication is called incongruence. Incongruence is a major red flag in stalking situations. A stalker might profess love and concern while their body language reveals possessiveness, jealousy, or even rage. They might claim to be moving on while constantly showing up in your vicinity. Learning to spot these inconsistencies is crucial. Don't just listen to what a stalker says. Pay close attention to what their body is telling you. Stalkers use a range of nonverbal cues to intimidate and control their victims. Here are some common examples. Intense eye contact. Stalkers often use prolonged, unwavering eye contact to assert dominance and make their victims uncomfortable. They might stare at you from a distance or hold your gaze for an uncomfortably long time during conversations. Invasive posture. Stalkers might stand too close, lean in aggressively, or use their body to block your exit. This invasion of personal space is designed to make you feel trapped and intimidated. Controlling gestures. Pointing fingers, clenching fists, or making threatening gestures are all ways stalkers try to assert control. These gestures can be subtle or overt, but they always convey a message of aggression. Micro-expressions. These fleeting facial expressions last for a fraction of a second and can reveal a person's true emotions even if they're trying to hide them. A stalker might mask their anger with a fake smile, but a micro-expression of rage could betray their true feelings. By recognizing these nonverbal cues, you can gain valuable insights into a stalker's true intentions. Stalking isn't confined to the physical world anymore. Technology has created new avenues for stalkers to harass and intimidate their victims. Cyberstalking is a growing problem, and it can be just as terrifying as traditional stalking. While nonverbal cues are more difficult to detect online, they're not entirely absent. Stalkers can use emojis, punctuation, and even the timing of their messages to convey emotions and exert control. For example, excessive use of heart emojis or possessive language can be red flags. The anonymity of the internet can embolden stalkers. They may feel more comfortable making threats or engaging in harassing behavior online. Victims of cyberstalking should save all communication as evidence. This includes emails, text messages, social media posts, and any other form of digital contact. If you think you're being stalked, trust your gut. Your intuition is a powerful tool. If a situation feels wrong, it probably is. Pay attention to any non-verbal cues that make you feel uncomfortable or unsafe. Document everything. Keep a detailed record of every interaction, including the date, time, location, and specific non-verbal behaviors you observed. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to involve law enforcement. Don't engage with the stalker. Trying to reason with them or appease them will likely make the situation worse. Avoid any contact, both online and offline. Tell someone you trust. Talk to a friend, family member, therapist, or domestic violence advocate. Sharing your experience can provide emotional support and help you stay safe. Remember, you're not alone. There are resources available to help you navigate this difficult situation. Law enforcement officers are increasingly recognizing the importance of nonverbal communication in stalking cases. By understanding the silent language of stalkers, officers can better assess threats, gather evidence, and protect victims. Nonverbal cues can be particularly valuable in cases where there's limited physical evidence. For example, if a stalker is careful not to leave threatening messages or make direct contact, their nonverbal behavior can still provide clues about their intentions. Training in nonverbal analysis can help officers detect deception. Stalkers often try to downplay their behavior or deny any wrongdoing. Nonverbal cues can help officers spot inconsistencies between a suspect's words and their true feelings. Assess risk. By observing a stalker's body language, officers can get a better sense of their potential for violence. Aggressive postures, threatening gestures, and intense eye contact can all be warning signs. Build stronger cases. Nonverbal evidence can be used to corroborate a victim's account and strengthen the case against a stalker. Stalking is a serious crime with devastating consequences. By understanding the silent signals of stalkers, we can better protect ourselves and others. Remember, nonverbal communication speaks volumes. Pay attention to incongruence between words and actions. Trust your gut if something feels off. Document any suspicious behavior and report it to the authorities. Together, we can raise awareness about stalking and empower victims to seek help.